Hey guys, it's FightFlow. The boxing world has seen plenty of cocky, confident and showboating fighters, but let's be real, most of the time it doesn't end well for them. They end up turning themselves into highlight clips for those cocky fighters getting destroyed videos on YouTube. If you're going to act like that, you better make sure you walk out of the ring as the winner. Rising star Ben Whittaker is that guy. He's not just taunting or showboating for no reason. This man has insane reaction, timing and of course the knockout power to back it all up. So let's take a look at some of his fights. Be ready, because what you're about to witness looks straight out of the Matrix. If we really are living in simulation, Ben Whittaker has found a cheat code and he's using it to his full advantage inside the ring. Beautiful and violent. Let's go. Let's start with Ben's fight against Khalid Graidia. Ben's walkout is a full-on spectacle. A rapper is performing his favorite song live, while Whittaker is vibing and dancing along like it's a party. Meanwhile, his opponent Khalid is already in the ring thinking, holy shit, why didn't I bring a rapper with me? Next time I'm calling DJ Khaled. Maybe he'll at least scream DJ Khaled, be the best music before my fight. Anyway, the fight starts and Ben gets to work ASAP. No feeling out process. He just comes out unloading combinations on Khalid, like he's on a mission. And Ben's head movement, it's badass. He's slipping punches like it's second nature and looking at Khalid like, bro, if you don't want me to embarrass you, you gotta be quicker than that. On top of that, Ben's boxing fundamentals are on point. The jab is sharp and his 1-2 combo fast as hell.
3 uppercuts on the spin.
By the end of the first round, Ben's hands are already hanging low, slipping shots like it's sparring. His confidence is growing by the second. Then comes the end of the round, and Ben starts showboating, basically telling the crowd, make some noise you fools, we're not in Japan.
From Whittaker, and at this point, I should pay tribute to the original Dancing Destroyer.
Round 2, Ben's jab starts seriously bothering Khalid. He's not giving him any chance to close the distance. And now Ben's vibing. His footwork is excellent, smooth, effortless.
Just going about this business here. Nice left hand into the body and again an extravagant.
By the second minute, boom, Ben drops Khalid with a precise and brutal body shot.
I feel he's been hit around the back of the head here at times. There's that left to the body.
Took right round the back of the elbow, it's the floating rib area, horrible place, completely.
Khalid gets up, but Ben starts putting on a show, spinning dance moves and all.
Through the round, can he follow it up? He looked for it again there, but he managed to drop the elbow on it great, yeah, and here.
But the ref? Nah, he's not feeling it. Looks like he's allergic to fun. I mean, come on, it's not like Ben's throwing a spinning back fist. Let the man express himself. Quit being such a killjoy. Anyway, the fight goes on. Khalid's pissed now. He's thinking, I'm not gonna be one of your highlight reels. But it doesn't matter. Ben stays relentless, picking him apart, like it's a light sparring session.
Get hit with something you're not really braced for, and that's when it makes the impact.
He's bringing it over, but that shot that he caught him with the headshot, he just gets caught there. He just missed his ribs.
When your opponent in front of you, you can't hit them and you miss walls like that, the crowd cheer.
Round 3. Ben's getting even faster now. He's mixing it up. Body, head, body again. Making it feel for Khalid. And Khalid, he's beyond frustrated. Nothing's landing. Every time he almost connects, Ben shakes his head like, no chance, bro. The psychological warfare is real.
And he'll need that guard. Uppercut there from Whittaker.
He flipped him. So he has got to be careful.
Then come the uppercuts, brutal ones.
He knew he was going to dip, and he brings it up the middle. Great shot.
Ben is slipping everything, smooth as butter on a frying pan. Khalid starts swinging power shots, but Ben's just too fast, too sharp. Another clean round for Whittaker. Round 4, Ben comes out showing bombs, and he's vibing again. Turns his back to Khalid mid-round. Khalid responds by punching him in the back of the head. Clearly illegal, but the ref shrugs it off like, that's on you, bro. Ben doesn't even protest, he's locked in, he's in the Matrix now, probably seeing everything in slow motion, because what he does in this round looks straight out of a movie.
From that left hand to the body, Graidia, since he got put down by it.
Or someone just far too good that you can't even land, you can't catch them.
Then Ben hits Khalid with a light hammer fist, nothing serious, but the ref's angry again. Another warning. Ben's like, yeah, sorry, my bad. Khalid's corner loses it, screaming insults from the ringside. Ben literally stops the fight like a boss and says, either shut up or I'm not fighting. The ref gives a pep talk to both sides, and the fight continues. From here it's pure spectacle from Whittaker.
Whittaker's antics, so maybe just riling Grady up a little bit here. He's setting his feet and looking to let his hands go, but that could suit Ben Whittaker possibly.
But the ref keeps stepping in with nonsense. Seriously, what's this guy's problem? Did he bet on Khalid or something? But even he can save Khalid now. The end is near.
Composure though. He's a very experienced fighter. Right hand lands something around. He chases Whittaker with a left.
Round 5, the beatdown begins. Khalid is exhausted, demoralized, and probably just wants to go home. Ben senses it and starts delivering a beautiful violence.
You have to be able to back it up. Right hand into the body there from Whittaker. Third round, but other than that...
At one point he traps Khalid in the corner and just unloads with lightning fast punches.
He has had his own successes, just obviously not enough. That was a great body shot from Whittaker and he felt that his hand dropped immediately.
Grady in a little bit of trouble here, backs up to the corner, sinks down onto the bottom rope.
That's it. The ref finally stops it. What a performance. Ben Whittaker put on an absolute masterclass. Boxing, swagger, showmanship, the full package.
And saved him for another day.
Imagine being able to say, go and finish it in this round, and you can just do that.
Well, you could see as well he was punching with bad intentions there, he was planting his feet.
Now let's move on to Ben's fight with Jordan Grant. Ben brings some flair with his appearance, always adding a touch of style. During the face-off, Jordan is staring Ben dead in the eyes, fully locked in, but Ben looks relaxed, like he's about to have some fun. The fight starts and Ben immediately begins working behind his jab, using it to measure distance while occupying the center of the ring. Grant looks a bit intimidated, while Ben starts showboating early in the fight.
Quite lean and slim where, you look at Jordan Grant, he's quite chunky, isn't he?
It's thick.
There's the showboating.
By any of that.
At one point they clinch up, and Ben shows he's not just flashy. He knows a few dirty tricks too. He sneaks an elbow into Grant's face. The referee didn't like that one bit and turns to Whittaker. "Not on my watch, buddy," he says, issuing a warning. The fight continues and Ben begins overwhelming Grant with volume. Jordan's movement turns defensive. He's basically running from one corner to another. And look at this, Ben's actually talking to someone in the audience mid-fight.
With somebody in the crowd here as we enter the final stages of the first round, leading off with that right hand.
Then he lands a crisp 1-2 and mugs Grant. Oh come on man, that's too easy. What a performer. The level of showboating in this round is almost disrespectful toward Grant.
In between rounds there, and there's that lovely jab you're stepping into. What do you make of all of this, Macklin? Because if you're the trainer...
Next round, and Whittaker continues to dominate the center of the ring. Grant is really struggling to put together any offense. Ben starts mixing it up, head and body shots in slick combinations.
Right hand, Whittaker.
Good body shot.
The round has barely started and Jordan's face is already busted up. Then comes a clean right hand. Boom! First knockdown for Ben. Ben starts dancing. Imagine that. You just got dropped and your opponent is dancing afterward. That's not something you want to see as a professional fighter.
Touch with the left hand, and then sends it right through.
Well, there was precision there, very accurate.
Jordan gets back up, but Ben swarms him, looking for the finish. Grant shells up and somehow survives to the end of the round. Third round starts and immediately Ben drops Jordan again with a short hook.
The backhand that came through is it wasn't even...
Oh, and he's staggered again here and down right to the very start of the round here. Jordan Grant, and in comes the towel.
That's it. Grant's corner throws in the towel. And fair enough, the difference in skill between these two was massive. Another flawless performance from Ben.
Knockdown is this.
Left hook. Yeah, just blocked it and then left hook. Short left hook as well.
Let's move on to Ben Whittaker's fight with Steven Dreadeye. Once again, Ben's showmanship during his entrance is something else. I know some of you might say, yeah, that's nothing special. But let's be honest, it takes a lot of effort to set up an entrance like that. And let's not forget, if you make a big entrance and then get knocked out in the first round, you're going to look like a fool, and your career's probably over. There's a lot of confidence and nerve involved in pulling something like that off. Anyway, straight to the fight. Ben looks very relaxed at the start. And take a look at this, not even a minute in and he's already putting on a show for the fans.
1-2 and then the left hook off the back of it.
So it's a good start from Ben.
There's not much offense from Ben in the beginning, but he still shoves off some slick head movement right away. By the 3rd minute though, he starts loosening up. He finds his swagger, drops his hands, taunts a little, and lands a nice combination. By the end of the round, Ben is in full confidence mode. In the final seconds, he pulls off something straight out of the Matrix. And look at this, Steven is smiling. Yeah, even he has to appreciate this masterclass.
I mean, good upper body movement there.
Second round, Ben has found his distance, timing and rhythm. And by this point in the video, you already know, when he enters the Matrix state of mind, he becomes very dangerous. There's not much showboating from Ben in this round. This time he's locked in. You can tell he really wants to finish Steven. The eyes of a predator never lie. And Ben's eyes are laser focused now. This guy operates in 2 mental states. Either he's playful, like a cat toying with its prey, or he's locked in like a lion that's done playing games and just wants to end it. And the end of the round proves it. Ben gets right in Steven's face, basically telling him, the games are over. Third round, and Ben's left hook is landing every single time he throws it. He's shifting gears now, reading his opponent like an open book. His punches are getting faster and more powerful with each exchange.
Oh, very good combination there from Ben. Ben's right hand's been on the money tonight.
To my left-hand side there, Ben Whittaker.
By the middle of the round, after a series of heavy shots, a bloodied Steven takes a knee, almost like he's protesting against racism.
You know, the fight is won now. We just want to see him step on the gas.
At this point, Ben is toying with him. He starts taunting, looking out into the crowd like he's searching for someone more qualified to share the ring with him. And here comes another referee trying to spoil the fun. He pauses the action and gives Ben a warning. But once the fight resumes, Ben continues putting on a surgical clinic, all the way to the end of the round.
Go to the knee. Obviously those punches had lands a good right hand.
Kind of left screw shots. Good, good shots there going in.
Fourth round, the final one. Ben has downloaded all the data on Steven. Now it's time for the finishing blow, and he executes it brutally.
Oh, shot!
And he is stretched out.
See me, he's walking in, and now that just as he comes, beautiful. Walks him on right hand, left hook.
Next up, Ben Whittaker versus Greg O'Neill. Right from the opening bell, both fighters start showing leather. They clinch up, and Ben lifts Greg like he's about to slam him, almost as if he's showing him who's stronger. O'Neill doesn't like that. He's fired up now, but that's part of the game. You want your opponent to get emotional, to fight aggressive and make mistakes. The fight continues, and Ben begins landing solid body shots and uppercuts, shots that are clearly doing damage.
Good shot, Greg!
There's a lot of clinching in this one, but Ben remains unfazed. Once again, he's slipping punches effortlessly and putting on a show for the fans. Round 1 is all Whittaker. Greg O'Neill is clearly out of his league in there. Second round, that's all she wrote for Greg. Ben catches him clean with a right hand, and O'Neill hits the mat, hard. Another clinical performance from Ben Whittaker, this time against Vladimir Belewski. Right from the opening bell, Ben goes to work on Vladimir's body. Just look at these combinations. He's mixing shots to the body and head flawlessly. Textbook boxing. At one point in the fight, Ben lands a beautiful uppercut and starts hyping up the crowd. And even Vladimir can't help but appreciate the technique. He's smiling like a kid about to get candy. But this isn't Halloween. The only thing Vladimir's getting is more brutal punches straight to the face. This turns into a one-man show real quick. Vladimir can't even touch Ben. But credit where it's due. He's tough. He can take a punch. Still, every man has his limits, and Vladimir's limits was reached in round 8. After another crisp combination from Ben, the ref steps in like, alright, that's enough. No need to keep watching this guy get outboxed and lose brain cells in the process. Next up, Ben Whittaker versus Ezra Arneika. Right from the start, Ben comes out bullying Ezra, takes the center of the ring with ease and starts popping that jab, following it up with some nasty combinations. Ben looks much more focused in this one, almost like he's angry at Ezra, and apparently he was. Ezra had been talking trash about Ben before the fight. But by the end of the round 1, Ben starts feeling the vibe. He taunts Ezra, and check this out. Ezra taunts him right back, sticking his tongue out. Love it. Some real back and forth energy here.
He's playing him at his own game. Here we go.
And that is good to see.
Second round, Ben begins to loosen up. He lands some solid shots and taunts Ezra in the process. Classic Ben.
Looking like he might have been stunned, swaying slightly when he wasn't.
Third round, Ezra nearly connects with some big overhands, but nothing lands clean. Meanwhile, Ben continues his boxing clinic, staying sharp and composed. Round 4, Ezra's still standing, and honestly, doing a better job than most of Ben's past opponents. He's not falling for the showboating, staying cool and almost emotionless.
Nice long right hand and then the uppercut. Just caught Whittaker a glancing blow.
Rounds 5 and 6, Ben starts turning up the heat, working hard to crack Ezra's defense. He begins landing crisp uppercuts and clean body shots.
And then a nice left hand, a couple of left hands, and some very smooth upper body movement. Just that one instance toward the end of just making a slight dent there, the right hand over the top.
But then, at the end of the round 6, Ezra starts talking to Ben, probably throwing more trash talk. Ben mocks him right after the bell, and Ezra headbutts him in response. Ben just smiles. What a character. Before round 7, the ref grabs both fighters by the necks, pulls them in close, like a dad trying to teach two rowdy kids how to behave in public. Pure gold. Round 7 doesn't have much action, until the end. Ben catches Ezra with some clean shots and ties up. But then Ezra, in retaliation, throws a spinning elbow. Illegal move. The ref's face is priceless. He looks like a disappointed father whose kids still won't listen. He takes a point from Ezra.
Correct there, the referee, to make that deduction.
Rounds 8 and 9. Both fighters are winded now. It's clear, this hasn't been the walk in the park Ben was hoping for. Still, Ben does a great job of keeping up the pressure and scoring clean shots. Round 10, all Ben. He almost drops Ezra near the end of the round with a flurry of sharp punches.
Finish it, he's got 15 seconds remaining. The Nigerian desperately needs to try and hold on here. There was a left to the body and then a trio of punches up top.
This fight goes to the distance. Yeah, maybe Ben didn't get a flashy KO he was aiming for, but it was still an impressive performance against a tough, durable opponent who came to fight. And let's wrap it up with Ben Whittaker versus Leon Willings. The fight starts and Ben comes out working with confidence. After a few exchanges, he lands a chopping right hand that puts Leon on the canvas.
This again just manages to roll under a couple on the right.
Shots already.
Looking to chop down with the right hand, the glove touch down there. Then did just catch him with that.
The ref gives the count, but hats off to Leon. He gets back immediately and continues. In fact, Leon does a solid job defensively throughout the early rounds, and even managed to clip Ben with a couple of clean shots.
Back to the head, but then the left hand got through with a real sense of purpose, Whittaker, to break his opponent down.
The first half of the fight is definitely not easy for Whittaker. It's competitive, with both men landing meaningful shots, but Ben responds with sharp combinations of his own, keeping things even. By the middle of the fight though, Ben finds his rhythm and timing. That's when he starts to take over, dancing, showboating and turning on the flair.
Is what we're seeing now.
And he's hardly coming back.
Having somebody in front of him who is really looking to try and throw back with something. Whittaker sticking to the task, right hand then left into the body.
The second half of the fight is all Whittaker. Leon is a tough motherfucker, no doubt about it. He's got real skill and serious durability. But even when Ben's not at his absolute best, not having his easiest night at the office, he still finds a way to build momentum. At this point, Ben is tagging Leon with clean power punches, using his footwork and head movement to shut down any offense Leon tries to mount.
A bit of a wild swing at Whittaker, who shimmies in front of him, playing there. He found the range well there, Whittaker. Right hand comes back there from Willings, and Whittaker trying to chop down with that right hand again. The because it's been boxed with a good pace, this, hasn't it?
No.
It's not an easy fight, but Ben gets the job done with a unanimous decision. And post-fight, Whittaker shows respect to the tough lad Leon Billings, because at the end of the day, once the final bell rings, it should always be about respect. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and hype this video if you appreciate the work. As always, all the best, God bless, and I'm out.